Y'all talk to Trace. What are you still doing here?
Two guys curious about one was freshman All-American Micah Parsons, his progression this year, and then also Charlie Katcher. What have you seen from him as the course of the season and all with the scout team?
Yeah, I think the fact that Micah led our defense in tackles and started only one game tells the tale a little bit. He's got some growing to do still, some maturing. My hat's off to him for the year he did put in. A young man that had never played linebacker and worked hard to learn it. Played hard, didn't allow things to slow him down when he wasn't sure. So he had a very nice year. But he's got a big offseason in front of him. Very high expectations he places on himself. And he's got obviously great potential, so it's going to be exciting moving forward.
What's the big challenge is rebuilding a defense, 8 new guys and that sort of thing, and you can't mimic, game action and things, but when did you know that maybe this thing was turning the corner?
Well, we saw signs each week. We knew where some limitations were and where some growth needed to happen, but, it was apparent in that first game with Appalachian, and I think I said as we moved through the first part of the season, I was never necessarily discouraged, only disappointed, because you hope guys make strides in a timely fashion that equals wins, equals good defense, and I think I would like to have seen that happen a little bit quicker, but the guys certainly got better each week, I felt, and down the stretch was pleased with the way they were playing, executing, playing in the framework, which didn't happen early in the year. So I think it was good progress for a group that had a bunch of new faces in it.
What clicked for Etor as the season went along, and what do you see as his upside, given that he was only a sophomore this year and did pretty well?
Yeah, he's still he's still young as far as student of the game, just understanding scheme, fits. He's a little bit right now still do what we ask him to do, and he's going to give it everything to do that. He doesn't ask questions. He's a very, very high motor guy in practice. Every single snap, he practices the same way. He's a great example for the rest of the guys because I truly believe his hard work and the way his practice habits grew contributed directly to the success he had on Saturdays. And so there's still I think there's a whole world out there still for him from just a learning process and understanding things where it can happen a little bit faster for him sometimes. Because as you can see, his skill set is really good. His size, he's got everything we're looking for. I'm excited as well about the step that I think he'll take.
What does he look like then, Brent, at his highest level of potential? How good can he be?
I think he could be one of the best I've been around at that position. He just, places I've been where your best player, your most productive player is your hardest worker. That's a really good combination. And I think we got a chance to be there with Etor. There's some competition from other guys in the room, but right now no one outworks him.
Brent, what challenges does the Kentucky run game present for you?
They're unique in the way they run the football. Jet motion, unbalanced, wildcat, RPOs, reads, they do it all. They are majoring in ways to run the football. Great respect for Eddie Grant and Darren Henshaw and the job they do offensively down there. Darren and I worked together at Memphis for 3 years, and I know what a good coach he is and how well prepared they'll be for us. Not to mention they have an All-American tailback and an awful good offensive line, so we've got our hands full.
What other weapons do they have besides Benny Snell that you got your eye on?
I think the quarterback is a dynamite player. Throws the short to intermediate very well, but he's actually, I think, faster than the tailback. He's a very good athlete. He's a threat running the football. From my understanding, he was slowed down a little bit during the season with an injury, and I look for him to be healthy and him to be a big part of them running the football as well.